Music producers, it's Curtis King, CurtisKingBeats.com, and today I want to talk to you about using loops from these many sites that offer loops in one shot, such as Splice.com. And I want to talk to you about the possible issues you could run into specifically on YouTube with copyright strikes or even copyright notices. Let's talk about it. Music producers, this last week we got some amazing news. I got an email, an unexpected email from the good people at Splice.com, and they said, look, we love the content that you're creating. We love the fact that you're bringing so many people over to us. Look, how about this? How about we make you an affiliate, an official affiliate? We don't do this for everybody, but we'll make you an affiliate of our particular brand. And I just couldn't, I got beside myself. I was happy. I was like, good looking out. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. And with that said, you guys are gonna be seeing a lot of new content specifically about Splice. I mean, I was already doing that because I was already a fan. They ain't gotta sell me on nothing. Gotta say thank you to Jen, Isaac, Garrett, and everybody else that I've been speaking to over there at Splice.com. Thank you for the opportunity, but let's get to the topic at hand. Music producers, when I was doing the Critique My Beat episode, something I noticed was that a lot of your beats were getting flagged. And because they got flagged, I had the option to either take down the entire episode by YouTube, because YouTube gives you a copyright notice, or replace that particular beat with silence. And so it got me thinking, okay, is it the fact that producers are using samples, or is it the fact that they're using loops? The chances of you using a sound and it being something that somebody else used, and say they put it on a song and then they distributed it like through a DistroKid, say they did all that, had the song available, and you getting flagged is probably very small because there's a gazillion sounds on the website. However, this is something that is happening, and I'm seeing it's happening probably even more frequently because a lot of producers are choosing loops categorized by being the most popular loops on these websites. I talked this last week with a producer who left me a message in my Instagram DM, and he said, look, Curtis, my music got flagged on YouTube. My own instrumental got flagged and I couldn't use it. And when it said who got credited for it, it was a song that had nothing to do with mine, but it had the same loop that I had in mind. And what I noticed is that he used a melodic loop, untouched. He didn't chop it up, didn't change the pitch, didn't change the timing, didn't change the order of the sounds. He just left it untouched. And then he attempted to put it up on YouTube. And because of that, he got flagged because another producer used that very same loop, didn't touch it, didn't mess with it, didn't manipulate it, and they put it as a part of a song. The song gets recorded, the song gets uploaded to all the distributors, Spotify, Apple Music, and then now his beat is getting flagged as if he's using a sound without permission. This can happen to any website. It ain't just Splice.com. So what you wanna make sure that you do, producers, when you get these loops, make them your own. Now, I've done videos in the past about how to manipulate loops, and you go ahead and check that out in the corner right there. And I don't know if this applies to drum loops. I haven't been flagged yet for like certain beats. Like I just put out that beat Skyrockets. They didn't get flagged for a drum loop, but I'm pretty sure that's gotta be close behind. But I know melodic loops, I don't know what kind of system that YouTube has that recognizes these sounds. For some reason, they're able to tell when you're using certain melodies or even vocal tone. If you're using them and you're not manipulating them, you're putting yourself up there and you're risking the chance that somebody else will basically monetize your video. Now, what's gonna happen? Are you gonna get a strike? That hasn't happened to me yet. But I can imagine that if you get enough of those notices, YouTube will come down on your channel, especially if you're a smaller channel. I just imagine that's what's gonna happen. You get these melodic loops, do not just put it in there naked. And then for the flip side of it too, producers, if you're using a melodic loop and say it doesn't get flagged and you just put it right up there on Spotify or you put it up there for Apple Music, don't run a monopoly on a sound that you don't own, because although details of how it works with who gets the royalties from a royalty-free sample, even though a lot of these details are kind of being bent because of streaming, don't think that one day there's not gonna come a day where that original sound designer is gonna come after you, take down your entire instrumental because you did not manipulate that and make it your own. Now, we have free range to use these loops, but I'm telling you, as a suggestion for the longevity of your work, the longevity of your music, just don't put yourself in a position to where your stuff can get flagged, taken down. Make that loop your own. Use it as a starting point, But don't let that lazily be the thing that you just have your entire beat built around. Change the timing of it, stretch it, change the pitch of it, and then also you can chop it up and make it your own. So that's just a little bit of information for those of you that are using loops, specifically melodic loops. I hope that you continue to do that. I hope that you continue to tap into this Splice resource that is available, or whatever website you're using. You know I love Splice. If you want to go ahead and get your discount and sign up today, go to the description below, sign up. Once again, this is your man Curtis King from CurtisKingBeats.com. We back. Peace. Please subscribe to the channel below, Curtis King at CurtisKingBeats.com.